Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is just a message for you, Denise. I was looking forward to prophesying over you today, but it seems that there were many callers that wanted to get through and get a prophetic word. So I thought before I went to church tonight, I'd sit down and give you a prophetic word. So I'm going to put this on your page, but you can delete it. It's always going to have the title that it is, so you can write down the title and always search for it on YouTube and find it. So you can feel free to delete it from your page. I might just send it to you on a private message, so that might be better for you. Okay. So the first image I get is a crystal vase, and for people who are into those sort of things, it's very delicate and it's really fine, and it's comes from like the 16th century. It's an antique, and I feel that that image means that you're a person who carries the Rose of Sharon. You're a person who is the vehicle or the holder of Jesus Christ, and you also got the antique part because you're founded on knowledge that's past knowledge too. You know, you're not a person who is just into contemporary thought and contemporary things, but you're well read, and you're a person who some of the mystics of the 16th century and 15th century, Madame Guyon and people like that, you'd have interesting conversations with, and so I feel that you are an authentic carrier of Jesus, and you demonstrate him in a beautiful way. Similar to one of the words I did today of one of the women, but I forget. I get another image of a sunflower, and sunflowers are just beautiful to look at. A whole field of them are beautiful, and just one of them to look at is beautiful. And I feel that that demonstrates who you are as a person. You really shine, like the words I got today. It sounds like I'm repeating myself. Many people would only know you through their relationship with Praying Medic, and they wouldn't know you for who you are. But I got a word for David yesterday that you're like the engine room of the marriage. The whole engine room operates, and the whole process that what David achieves happens because you're in the relationship and you're the force to be reckoned with. And I feel that one of the words today was the person was really deep, and I feel that you've got this capacity for a lot of great things. I feel that you've got this ability to process things and receive things out of the box, and I feel that you're going to increase in revelation. The Lord's going to give you revelation upon revelation, and he's going to build line upon line. And I don't know why you don't write, because you've got such a fascinating mind, and you've got this really out of the box sort of thinking. It seems like you even as a young girl used to draw outside of the lines, and you're a person who likes to squiggle out of the lines, and it's amazing that trained as a graphic artist, you're used to good presentations and things looking good, and you do a good job on Praying Medic's books. But I feel as an artist, your expression is something that paints outside of the lines, and your whole thought process, it can't be constrained. I feel that you'd be a great, don't take this the wrong way, because many people do, but you'd be a great apostolic leader. You've got such capacity to lead and to oversee things, and you've got this amazing capacity in you for the things of God, and you're loved by God, and you know that you are, but you're really loved by Him. There's so much reward for the books that Praying Medic's doing. There's so much reward for being a partner in that and being the powerhouse that motivates that to happen. It's harder sometimes to prophesy over people that you know a little bit, and I seem to know a little bit about Praying Medic, but I also get an image of a plane that has rather than jet engines, it has propellers on it, and it's got 4 propellers, 2 on each wing, and I feel that you have the modern, but you've got the old too, and you've got this stability that's based in time old understanding of the scriptures and understanding of theological truths and the foundation that was birthed in history. Plus, you've got a modern take on it. So, a plane that just had jets in it would be a modern plane, but one with propellers is an older sort of plane or an older sort of model. And you by choice live that way, that you like to have the authentic. It's like I saw that crystal vase that came from the 16th century. There's this special quality that you have, having this antique dimension to you. I would really love you to be able to move in the Spirit and meet the saints and have saints visit you, because I really think that you and Madame Guyon would really get on really well. I think that you have got a tremendous capacity to be deep, and I just keep on getting that word, capacity, when it comes to you. I feel that you and David have got this amazing capacity for big things, and I feel that the only limitation to your ministry will be your own self-limiting thoughts, and yet I keep on hearing capacity for you, that you've got this capacity. It's like you guys have done nothing yet. You're doing so well, but with every book added to the stable of books, I can see you almost becoming a publisher for other people, and even doing online courses and writing books on how to be a successful author, and instructing people and mentoring people. I feel that you've got a building that is like, it's got the wooden frames built, but there's so much more to the building than the wooden frames. All the special decorative parts of the building and all the walls and everything haven't gone on. I think you and David have got the framework, but there's so much capacity in where you're going, and you've only got the first floor and the framework is there, but there's going to be a second and third story to this house, and I feel that where you are is a launching pad, but I can see you ministering to people and ministering to Christians and saying it's okay to be wealthy, it's okay to earn an income, it's okay to be blessed by the Lord with your talents. And I feel, I've got so much respect for David. He's so successful with his books, but as an author who's written 10 books, I know the effort and how much of your soul that goes into each book. And I feel that you've just been such a light and such a demonstration of power in his life that you really, I just wish I just release like a prophetic anointing over your life. I release a stronger anointing over your life for signs and wonders, and a prophetic anointing, and like a mentoring apostolic sort of anointing over your life, I release, so that you could shepherd people, and you and David could shepherd people and mentor people, and encourage the leadership of the church. I feel that David could. It's hard to do a word just for you and not include David. But I think that you've got a message. You guys have got a message for leadership, and how to be a servant leader, and how to serve. I can see you even writing a book together on marriage. And the successful partnership of a marriage, and what a woman brings to a relationship, and how to be a helpmate, and how to be a support, and how to be that powerhouse for your husband. I would really like to see a book co-written by both of you, and you adding parts. You've got so much of David's writing, I can see, has been heavily influenced by your pen and your corrections, and the things that you've suggested and the things that you've said. And the song I hear is I could fly higher than an eagle, but you were the wind beneath my wings. And you truly are the wind beneath David's wings. You truly are the epitome of that Bette Midler song, Wind Beneath My Wings. You really are what that song really represents. That David goes out and gets all the accolades and gets all the attention, but you really are the wind beneath his wings. And I actually played that. I was married once, and I got my wife pregnant, and we ended up having to get forced to be married. And I played that as a song at my wedding, the signing of the vows, that I wanted my wife to be the wind beneath my wings. And it's a really special song to me, and I really feel that that really captures who you are, that you two are a champion, and you're a team, and he really wouldn't be the man he is, and the communicator that he is, without you at his side. And I've got tremendous respect for you and tremendous love for you, and I love any person who supports someone who becomes a hero of mine. So I know David will be listening to this at some time, and I just want you to know that I pick heroes like Heidi Baker, and Heidi Baker is one of my main heroes, but even Adam Hoog as an author, and I pick heroes and I try and emulate. The Apostle Paul said, "Imitate me as I imitate Christ," and I try and pick people that I want to emulate, and David's one of them, and I really really love the fact that you're part of his life. I get also a picture of you and David flying a stealth jet, that I think that you guys together and his books are going to enter enemy territory, and I can see you going undetected and flying outside of radar control, and being able to do damage in the enemy's kingdom. And you really need to understand, if you don't fully understand it already, that you are the powerhouse, and you really are the wind beneath David's wings. And it was such a privilege to send you a prophetic word. And this will only have your first name and the date that it was recorded, so you can write down this and always find it on YouTube. God bless.